Hello.
Mel, so nice to see you again.
Lovely to see you, Judith. It's nice to be here. It's nice to, I know we're hundreds of miles apart, but
Yeah, but we're collaborating.
we are collaborating and we
Yeah,
are the gym
gym
bags.
bags. Yeah,
Basically, should we just explain that basically that just means we're two bags talking about.
yeah. Talking about gym stuff, but not. You don't have to go to the gym to use what we're going to talk about. But
Absolutely.
yeah.
This is kind of fitness advice for people like me who don't like fitness.
Who are you, Mel? Tell
Well,
our listeners who you
who
are.
am I? That's a very good question, Judith. I am a comedian and a writer and sometimes sedentary person because I do
Oh,
writing. I know,
yeah.
and I've just started going back to the gym for the first time in many years because I'm also a lady of a certain age, and I think now.
Surely not.
Sure, I know. Look at me, and I'm kind of, I think, coming to be postmenopausal, and so I'm looking for you.
Postmenopausal.
Postmenopausal.
Yes,
I'm looking for
fabulous.
wise counsel.
Oh, you've come to the right place, Mel,
So, who
because
are
this
you?
this month I celebrate 35 years in the fitness industry. Mm, yes, yes. Actually, it's longer because I did start before I was fully qualified, when I was just getting into it, and too many people come into my classes. I thought, I've got to get qualified. So 35 years ago, this August, I got qualified as a fitness instructor. Yes. And then after that, I've done nutrition, pre and postnatal, lots of stuff for the menopause. But yes, I'm also a stand up comedian. It seemed the next progression from teaching stand up aerobics, and Pilates. And yeah, and people you say, you're so funny. And I'm thinking, no, work harder. So stop laughing and do press ups. But so I did a bit of stand up, and that's how we met.
That's how we met all those years ago in Cambridge, and then we met
And
again, and here we
yeah,
are.
here we are. The rest is history.
The rest, as they say, is history. So,
Yeah.
Judith, as I say, I need wise counsel. I have loads of questions about fitness, wellness, and just generally taking good care of myself. And
Yeah.
what I'm very pleased about, I must say, is that we're only visible from here upwards.
Yeah. Well, they do say, years ago when I did a course with one eminent fitness instructor, he said, if you are not willing to teach naked, then you shouldn't be teaching. Don't worry, folks. I am not going to take my top off.
Oh wow, we could get on OnlyFans. We could monetize this baby.
No, too many bags. Too many bags.
Too many bags. Yes, today you just see two bags, but there's bags everywhere. Yes. Oh my goodness. But could you imagine teach? Oh no, you never
Yeah,
really.
he was ripped. It was I won't say he was an older gentleman. I mean, he is now. We're talking years ago, but he was ripped, and he said, an instructor should look like this, otherwise you shouldn't be telling other people what to do. But I feel, fitness isn't so much about what you look. Let's, wellness. You want quality of life. So it doesn't matter so much what you look like. But can you get out of a chair? Can you run after your grandchildren if you need to, want to? Can you stand up and do comedy, or do you need a Zimmer frame to get on stage? It's just not you, Mel. Not yet, anyway. It's about quality of life. So I don't want people thinking that we're going to be preaching fitness, go to the gym. No, I want you to be able to move and groove and dance at your daughter's wedding or whatever you need to do.
I love that phrase, move and groove. That's going to be my
groove.
Groove.
Did I say I'm a radio presenter as well?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I groove in the studio.
Do you spin discs at the radio station?
No, it's all computers now, dear. It's all
Oh, I just have visions of you being like Tony Blackburn in the 70s, spinning the latest hits.
Well, I've had a sex change as well.
But you,
No,
that's all
I've got
part of
the
the
headphones.
wellness.
I've got the headphones, yeah.
You've got the cans.
I've got the cans, yeah. Yeah, but I can't sit down. I got a 2-hour show. I can't sit down for that long. So I stand up and I groove about to the music in between me saying bits, because I've got to move. Otherwise I stiffen up. So I've got to move.
So here's a question for you then, talking about stiffening up. Is that a given as we get older? Is that definitely going to happen?
No, not necessarily. Often stiffness is the fact that you are dry, a dried up old bag. So you need to think about your hydration and not just drinking water, but let's say fluid, not just drinking fluid, but eating fluid, so that all your tissues get lubricated. But then, of course, they won't get lubricated if you don't move. The human body is meant to move. So if you don't move just a little bit, just to walk around the block, then maybe some bits don't get lubricated and therefore they stiffen up. Yes, there is the aging process. Yeah, you might not be able to do, what you did when you were 20, but you can still keep mobile and you can still keep going. It might just mean that you need to move in a certain way. Your body likes to move in a different direction. So if you always do this, some days do this. Surprise the body. Move
surprise your body.
Yeah, surprise. If you always say you always do Zumba Monday, Wednesday, Friday, your body will get used to that. And Zumba's good. You can move to the music. Maybe a Thursday, throw in a game of squash with a friend you haven't met for years. Something different. It almost gets stagnant. It gets used to it. But it does like to move in different directions. And that's how you squish the fluid through your body. Like, for instance, your discs in your spine will not get fluid unless you do rotation.
Oh, wow. So literally,
so if you're sat at your computer all day, like this, or should I say like this?
Yeah.
They're getting dry, and then you're going to stand up, aren't you? Yeah, that's because they've not got fluid. So you need to stand up, you need to do some rotation, you need to walk around your office, and
So how often should we be doing that? Should I set an alarm like every hour or something?
Well, the scientific research that's just recently come out is, people sit at the desk all day and then they go to the gym for an hour and a half, whatever, and they think that's enough. But the scientific research that's come out has shown that if you get up every hour and do something for 5 minutes, like walk around the office or put the radio on, dance, that's actually more beneficial than going to the gym 3 times a week.
Right. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So little and often.
And that's not, you don't have to jump up and down. You don't have to sprint to the end of the street or sprint to the post office. It's just moving every hour for 5 minutes. And what I would say as well, if you're working on a computer, stretch your pecs. Because you're here, aren't you?
Yeah.
So this is getting tight. Open it up. And then you'll get the benefits of that stretch. And it might remind yourself to sit like this for a little bit longer. Otherwise,
that feels that here. Is this your lats?
No, it's your pecs.
That's your pecs, is it? Where's your lats? Oh, are they there? Well, they all hurt. Everything.
But your lats are going to get, if you're sat, your lats will get.
But surely this must be music to every fitness hater's ears, that 5 minutes every hour is
Yeah,
better than going and
yeah,
pumping iron.
yeah. 5 minutes. Just do something every 5 minutes. And a lot of people I hear have got benefits when we worked in offices. They actually lost weight and they felt a lot better by just every time they went to the toilet, they picked the toilet at the other end of the office building, or the office building that they had to go across and up some stairs. So instead of using the toilet that's nearby, they used the one that was miles away. And this lady lost weight and she felt
Blimey.
a lot better. And that's all she did. That's all she did. Whenever she needed the little girls' room, which as we age perhaps gets more often, uh, then she took the long way. And stairs, oh, stairs are so good for you. If you don't do stairs, you get bungalow knee.
I heard about this bungalow legs thing that, yeah, the older people go, oh, I'll just live on one level, that'll be nice. But it's
Yes.
actually more harmful.
Yeah,
than
there are
any-
some parts of your knee that don't get a blood supply unless it's under strain. How do you put it under strain? You walk up and down stairs. Go live in a bungalow.
Oh,
Oh, the
wow.
knees.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow. Because
yeah.
that's like the thing, isn't it? I mean, certainly our parents' generation, well, we'll downsize when the kids have left. We'll get ourselves a nice little bungalow.
Nice little bungalow. You know what Thora Hird used to say? You don't get old because you give up things. Hang on, no, let me get it right. Let me get it right. You don't give up things because you get old. You get old because you give up things.
Brilliant. You got Dame Thora, always
Oh, Dame
with a
Thora.
wise word.
Wise woman. She had it right, didn't she?
Yeah.
And
she was working into her 90s, I think. So
yeah, and learning lines. So her brain must have been
was still sharp.
yeah.
But it's true, isn't it? Because I think we have this idea that we'll retire at 65 or whenever, and then this will happen. Then we'll sell the house, and then we'll do this, and then we'll just potter about, and then we'll we'll just do progressively less, and we'll get more comfortable.
Yeah, no, you need to, I won't say you need to do more, but you definitely need to keep active. And there are ways to slow down the aging process, which we perhaps could save for another edition
another episode. Well, that now if that doesn't leave the viewers and listeners on a cliffhanger,
yeah,
I don't know what does.
How to slow down the aging process. Look at me, I'm 110. No. But yeah, there are ways. Yeah, you can't stop it. Well, there is a piece of equipment that the rumor is it will stop it, but you can definitely slow it down. So yeah, we could do that next time, and we could talk about anything that the listener would like to know, that they're interested in. They could email us in or WhatsApp us or
message. We'll have to we'll set all that up. This is just us having a go and just seeing how the tech works and everything. But I think we've got some very interesting things coming up in terms of slowing the aging process. That's got to be the big one, hasn't it? That's got to be the big one. Because we still want to do stuff. I still want to do stuff, for years to come. So
yeah. And the fact that once you retire, you've got the time to do it. I know one lady who trained for a marathon. Now, I'm not saying train for a marathon, but because she'd retired, she was a nurse. She retired from the NHS, and she then had the time to train for a marathon.
Having never done it before.
And she did actually say to me, when she first started on the treadmill, she had to be very, very careful, and the toilet wasn't far away. But she told me that as her training came along and as she could run longer on the treadmill, she didn't have to run off to the little girls' room quite so often.
What? Again, music to the aging woman's ears.
Yes.
I have to say I was a little bit concerned at the beginning when you talked about taking in fluid, and I thought, oh dear, I don't want to take in anymore.
Well, if you eat the fluid rather than drink the fluid, then you'll hold on to it longer because of the fiber. And also, if you eat the fluid with omega-3, 6, and 9, you will hold on to it more, because then, you know, you will use it for lubrication rather than whoosh, straight out.
So watery fruit and veg.
Yeah, fruit and veg, avocados, olives, the ones that are, you know, if you cut something and it feels tacky like a cucumber, that's the stuff that's got the fluid in that you need for your slide and glide.
Okay.
So yeah, eat it. And if you're drinking loads of water, it's like a plant, you know, you pour water in at the top and it gushes out the bottom.
There's an image.
Yeah, we're all delphiniums, and so you dribble it in, just, you know, sip it, dribble it in, and then eat your cucumber and your courgettes. There, you know, they're a little bit tacky. That's the stuff that your body really likes. That's more akin to the fluid in your body, your lymph.
Oh, right. More than actual water, tap water.
Yeah, they say, you know, you drink, don't you? And people say to me, but I just pee. So perhaps it's time to eat it, not drink it.
Wow. Okay. Well, hang on. We've only been on for 15 minutes and we've just had loads of nuggets of top quality information there. Oh my goodness! I hope we haven't run out.
We didn't even get to what you wanted.
To the original question, but we can save that for another day because we went down a side road. But it was a good one.
I think is gonna happen. We're because you know we're of that age that we get distracted.
Yeah, exactly. But tune in for one thing, get another. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. I think the good people will go with that. So that's it for the gym bags for this time.
Yeah,
this was our kind of pilot episode prototype. Let's see how it goes. But we'll be putting it out there and letting people know all about it. So it's goodbye from me, Mel Byron.
And it's goodbye from the gym bag.
The gym bags.